What's up, everybody? My name is Cap, the Everyday Gamer, and welcome back to my Minecraft house. It's been almost exactly 6 months since I uploaded the video, and I just thought I would revisit it and kind of talk a little bit more about, what's going on with it, and do a few of the things that people have always asked me to do. Now, I'm sure most of you have already seen the video where I set it on fire and burned it down or whatever, so that's not something I'm going to do. But what I will do is just kind of float around and talk a little bit more about the video. You know, one of the comments I get a lot of for some reason is people ask me, it's like, well, how exactly do you get into your house? Well, I just chop a hole in the wall and fly on in just like that. Pretty simple. Collect the wool first. Yes, right at the moment the only mods I have equipped are the sun mod and the cloud mod, and it's just so I can make sure it's nice and bright in here so people can see, because it's a large house and you know, lighting doesn't exactly work that well in Minecraft a lot of times. Now, something else I'm going to do is at some point here I'm going to switch it over to dark so I can do some mob killing, fly around and do some hunting in my house. You know, I can't believe how much that video, the first video I ever did on this, blew up, man. When I first released it, I had, I don't know, 500 or 600 subs maybe, if that. I don't even know for sure if that's how many I had. I really can't remember how many I had at the time, but you know, I was thinking at the time when I released it, I was like, hey, maybe this will give me a nice little boost to my channel. It'll be kind of cool, and you know, maybe, just maybe, it'll get my channel a little bit more known out there and bring in a few more subscribers. Little did I know that it was going to, you know, explode into, you know, over 100,000 views the first day and massively increase my sub count and, you know, all that. I can't believe that that's how it worked out. I'm very thankful that's how it worked out, of course. So I'm going to switch it over to nighttime now and see if I can't get a few mobs to spawn in, but just in case they're right on top of me, let's fly up a little bit. But what's funny is, you know, that video and the follow-up video of me burning it down right now have, you know, somewhere between 600,000 and 700,000 total views between the two of them. Got a couple, check this out. Got a couple skeletons hanging out in my son's playhouse here, and a zombie. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I have no idea if there's any spawns around here or not, but I know that they spawn in where it's dark. So, but anyway, as I was saying, you know, that video was basically the start of how my channel managed to grow. That's where it all started, was with this video. You know, I had a pretty decent following of subscribers before then, and you know, it was definitely a difference from when I uploaded this to, you know, the day before I did it. And when I very first started working on the video, it was, you know, I had like 100, 150 subscribers, and you know, it just kind of, I don't know, I didn't really expect it to help me grow my channel as much as it actually has so far. It's kind of crazy. And what's, you know, something that's interesting, that video is like the one sole source to find trolls. It is some of the most ridiculous comments, and it's just become comical to me, where I find it's just funny now, basically, to see some of the stuff that some people can post on there about me when they don't know anything about me. And, you know, these were what we like to refer to as trolls. Well, oh, nice. Got some creepers, zombies, skeletons, spiders. Got a nice little plethora. Well, anyway, you know, trolls don't bother me at all. You know, you guys that follow me, you know how I feel about them. I don't really care at all. Nothing they say gets under my skin, and it's actually kind of comical, because, you know, to see the stupid stuff that people like to post to try and get under my skin. And the biggest comment is, oh, this dude has no life. Well, that's about the most overused comment I've seen anybody post so far, and it's kind of, I don't know, asinine, I guess. You know, if I didn't have a life, well, I definitely wouldn't be, if all I did was play games, I definitely wouldn't spend all my time playing Minecraft. But anyway, you know, I don't let anybody get to me when it comes to that kind of stuff, because it's just pointless having anybody get under my skin that I don't even know. And it's just funny seeing the massive number of repeated comments. On that original video, I have, I don't know, like 6,000 comments on there. And if I went through and deleted all of the duplicate comments, or all the comments that, you know, are the exact same or worded differently, I'd probably only have like 200 actual comments on there. It's you know, like, okay, I'll go through some of the list of comments that are pretty much I see every single day. It is pretty much a guarantee that at some point somebody's going to say something about my faucets being on, like, you're wasting a lot of water, your water bill must be huge, dude, you should turn off the taps, blah blah blah. Well, yeah. Well, my response to that is, look at the giant lake I have out there. Yeah, see, I built a giant lake in my pond and I just siphon the water on in, and then when it goes out the drain, it goes right back out again. So for the comments about wasting water, that's how I save water. I just siphon it in from the lake. And comments about my mossy countertops, yes, they are mossy in the game. That's because my real life countertops are kind of a greenish color, and that's the closest I could come up with at the time to sort of match it. So that's the option I chose to make it look at least somewhat close. And let's see what other kinds of comments are on there now. There's the recurring comment that everybody likes to use anytime somebody makes anything useful in it. They always put the creeper comment of, you know, that's a nice house you got there. Would be a shame if something happened to it. Well, I'm sorry, but look at the size of a creeper compared to this house here. If that creeper blew up, he might take a chunk out of my cabinet, but it'd take probably 1,000 creepers lined up in a row for them to actually do any damage to this house. It's just kind of funny. I think it'd take a creeper about the size of the house to actually blow it up, but then it'd probably destroy my laptop if it exploded. And people saying, oh, you should use flint and steel and blah blah blah. Well, I did that. You know, I already did in the follow-up video. They're having a party. Anyway, in the follow-up video, I did burn it down. But something that's interesting about that is that since, you know, prior to me, or sorry, not prior to, but post me burning that actual down, the fire was nerfed in the game, so now even if I wanted to set fire to it, it wouldn't burn all the way down. It burned for a little bit and then put itself out. So me getting it burned down when I did was probably one of the coolest things ever, because now it can't be done again without, you know, reverting back to an older build or something. So that's kind of cool. Post a download link. There's a download link in the original video description, and I'll go ahead and post it in the video description of this video too, in case you want to use it. Just stick it in your saves folder and load it up, and you too can roam around. Now, I will recommend anybody that's going to download the map to, you know, use some sort of fly mod, because this down here is soul sand, and you walk. See how fast I'm flying now? I get on it, and this is how slow I walk. It is very slow. It's like a crawl. There's a couple hundred comments about, dude, your couch is dirty. Yes, I made my couch out of dirt. That's a relatively close color to the actual color of my real couches, so that's why I went with it. And plus, considering the area that I dug out for this giant house, it's you know, dirt's pretty plentiful. My entertainment center, I had a lot of people tell me that my Super Nintendo looks like an NES, or Super Nintendo, yeah, it kind of does too. My Xbox looks like an NES, and that it does. How dare you? Yes, it does kind of look like an NES. Got the little cartridge tray over here and the power button. This was supposed to be the CD-ROM tray, and of course the green power button. You know, I know it's not exact, but then again, I'm dealing with colored wool here. Let's see, what kind of other random comments do I get on a normal day-to-day basis? Ooh, there's some Endermen down here. Let's fly down and check them out. Let's see. Well, I can't even remember. I get a lot of the exact same comments there. So, you know, if you find yourself feeling creative and you want to leave a comment that's kind of a snarky or sarcastic or even hateful, whatever, check and see what the, you know, top comment of the day is, because it probably is going to be something just the same thing on that video anyway. This one, who knows how it'll actually do. This one's just kind of a follow-up, you know, just playing around, checking out the house. I haven't actually been in this house in several builds. As you can see, I'm using the 1.9 pre-release. No, this is not a stripper pole. It's a halogen lamp that stands up on the floor. It is actually that tall. It's about 6 feet tall, comes right up next to the ceiling. And, oh, the comment about, hey, you should do a real-life video and compare it with this one. I might do that somewhere down the road. I'm not opposed to that at all. It's just one of those that it'd take me quite a while to do it. And something to keep in mind is a lot of things in my house have changed since then, like mostly his playroom. The bookshelf and the playhouse thing, those are in the same spot or whatever, but everything else is completely different. His train track's gone. He's now got a little table and chairs there. He's got an easel in the corner to do some drawings and play with chalk, and he's got his bike, and he's got a workbench over there now, and it's just a ton of things. I mean, because when I started this, I really started it roughly about a year ago, and you know, the other big top comment I get is, how long did it take you? It took me about 6 months, I think. I don't know for sure. Because I don't remember when I started building it, and I don't remember when I finished it. I just kind of did. Yes, I have a mini bar next to my son's room, and as I explained in the burning down the house video, the reason the mini bar is right next to my son's room is just because this is the actual second formal dining room that was built in the house when it was actually made. So that's just where it kind of ended up. We didn't build a wet bar next to his playroom intentionally. We just don't need 2 dining rooms because we got that one in here. That one right here. And so we just let him have this room here. It's a good place to keep all his toys around. So that's why that's there. So yeah, that's a lot of the comments I get there. Yes, again, I'll go ahead and mention, yes, I know my chairs look a little bit skinny. It was a mismeasurement on my part. As you can see, yes, they do look rather skinny, or it looks like some old school throne. But anyway, when I was measuring, I just mismeasured, and when I was building them, which I was building from the ground up, you know, I was kind of counting blocks and stuff before I put the legs in the building straight up, I just got off a little bit, and then once I did it the first time, I just duplicated it amongst the other ones. So that's why that ended up wrong. It happens. Same thing with the toilet. I think I mismeasured it. And plus doing a weird oval shape with square blocks is just, well, it's kind of hard to do, you know? I mean, seriously, you gotta give me a little bit of credit. I tried. I did replace the texture pack, so that my glass is now back to the way it was in my New World series, where it's, you know, easier to see through. This is kind of fun, just roaming around shooting things and not really paying attention. Die! Thank you. Oh yeah, another 2 comments that I get a lot on the video that I find just, I don't know, it started off as kind of funny or whatever, but it's turned into kind of annoying now, is people misheard what I said when I got to, like, I don't think it was 2 minutes and 9 seconds into the video. I was flying around over here. I turned sideways and I said, if you look out the window, you can see part of my deck. D-E-C-K, as in patio or porch. This is just part of it. But everybody and their dog decided to post a comment saying, ha at 209, he said deck. Yeah. Real funny. No, I didn't say dick, I said deck, as in porch and patio. So please, for the love of God, stop posting that comment. Oh, and the other thing about where my wife's makeup mirror thing is in the guest bedroom over there, putting your face on is colloquialism or kind of a saying in where I grew up. It just basically means put your makeup on. So anyway, I'm not going to do too much more with this. I'm just kind of flying around. I just wanted to kind of touch base and show you guys this. And right after I finish the commentary, I'm going to post or add on to the video of me flying in from way out there. That way you can see the outside of the house and see what actual scale it is. Because a lot of people have been asking me to do that. I want to see it from the outside. So just do me a favor. If you have a comment you want to post, just check and see. Just look down the very front page of the comments there. And if you see a comment that's exactly the same as yours, how about just thumbs up the other comment instead of posting the same thing? I mean, having a lot of comments is cool, but having, 4,000 of the exact same comments kind of, I don't know, it gets boring to read through after a while. And yes, guys, if you've made it this far, I will let you know I do read every single comment, and if it's worthy of a response, I will respond. The only trolls that I actually, really comment on, I know a lot of people are like, don't feed the trolls. Well, the only ones that actually respond to and deal with and stuff are the ones that say I have no life, because that one kind of offends me. I have a great life. Or in my opinion, I have a life. But keep in mind, how you live your life and what people consider a life is relative. The life I live might not be considered a life for some people. Having your own business and, being financially stable and, having a wife that you've been in a relationship with for over a decade and having a son that's happy and healthy, that might not be a life to everybody, but to me it is. So, I mean, if your definition of a life is partying all the time and all that other stuff, then that's fine. That's your life. But to me, I have a great life, so chill out, basically. Put it nicely. See if I can get these guys from a long range here. So anyway, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you everybody so very much for all the love from the previous video. You know, it's got, I don't even know, let me see, it's got 9,700 likes and only 123 dislikes. That's a pretty good ratio. I'm okay with that, and I hope this one, you know, gets something similar to that, or at least as far as ratio goes. I don't expect it to get 600 and something thousand views like the first video did. That'd be kind of ridiculous for me to expect something like that. But thank you guys for all the love over this video for the last 6 months. I look to see where it goes for the next 6 months, and you know, I very much appreciate it. You guys enjoy the little flyby. I'll put a little bit of corny dramatic music to go with it for a quick little flyby. Leave your comments below as usual. Thank you guys for your time, and I will talk to you later.